Yeah, that's why it's so important to go into it, go into it knowing what it is that you want, how you want to be treated, and then you bypass a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so big on, telling women, right, if you want a certain type of relationship where you're not going to be the mule, you're not going to be taken advantage of, you're not going to be having the kind of man that just piles everything onto you, start as you mean to go on. This is why when you look for a man, look for how interested he is in you, how he values you. Is he chivalrous? Is he caring? All of that stuff is going to be is going to predict how he treats you in the future when the stakes are higher. I definitely think, though, when it comes to relationships, and men and women both have different things in life that are difficult and that pressure us, a lot of the things that men complain about are a result of having that, men like generally to be perceived as leaders. They like to be perceived as, the heads of whatever it is. They want to compete, they want to dominate, they want this and that. But what a lot of men shirk away from is the responsibility that comes alongside that position, and this is I don't like that. I just feel as though if you want something and you want to be perceived in a certain way, you want a certain treatment, understand that if you want, what's the saying? Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the crown, if you want that position, just know that there are things that come along with that. And responsibility is not a dirty word. Men are being raised to think that being responsible is like a huge burden and there's no joy that comes from that. Actually, being responsible for things gives you a great amount of self-worth and power, personal power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I apologize for interrupting you, but when men gain a lot of satisfaction from being held responsible for things, whether they want to admit for, but there's a caveat, right? Men expect a certain level of respect, right?
Yes.
They expect a certain level of recognition,
appreciation, recognition,
exactly,
respect.
that a lot of men in today's environment are not getting. That's part of the problem. And I think
they're either not providing it, they're not providing what a leader must provide, or they are providing it and they're not getting the kind of everything that you were talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. So, and I think what you're doing is a powerful thing in the sense of you're teaching women, and I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'm assuming you're teaching women how to value their men at the same time, right? Showing that appreciation. Whereas I think that will serve both people who want to have these types of relationships. And I think part of the reason why a lot of men struggle is they are told you have to do this, you have to do that. And whether you're rewarded for it or not is not important. And I think that's the reason why men shy away from that kind of responsibility. Yeah. Whereas in the past, it might have been a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Because at the end of the day, I was literally saying, nothing in life do you get to just take and not give.
Yeah.
The whole point, we're meant to be together in the sense that we're meant to be helping each other to be better, and we're meant to support that in various ways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise it just becomes like who wants a leech? Who wants someone, the same way a woman doesn't want some guy just on her, providing nothing in her house, eating all her food. The same way a man is not going to want some woman who's just around like some leech, and also not providing him even a hug and a thank you baby and a kiss, just there, entitled and doing providing nothing good, It's not fair on both sides. And I wish that instead of us being so upset with one another, we could just understand that, we're different. The things we want are different. There's nothing wrong with the whole point. I want people to think when you find someone amazing, you should really want to give to them, and shout with all that love and all of that. What's life without being able to do that? If you found something good, you want to feel so free to pour all of that out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the aim. To find somebody who's worthy of that.